I'm Laya from Laya Makes Things, and this is Dobby, and today we're going to be styling this coffee table together. I live in a tiny condo in Toronto, so we don't have the space for a full-on coffee. No, we have the space for a coffee table. We don't have the space for a dining table. So sometimes when we want the meal to be a little bit special, I like to zhuzh this up and make it feel like, one of those fancy sit on the floor restaurant brunch situations, which is what we're going to be doing today. So to start off with, I kind of think of a theme that works for me. In this case, it was sunflowers. Thank you, Dobby. This happens a lot, but make sure your flowers and your flowers are pet friendly, folks, because if they're gonna get on top of a coffee table or a dining table, make sure that they can actually sniff it and eat it if they do. So I have these sunflowers that I got in the middle of winter, which somehow always makes the dreariest days seem so much brighter and happier. So this is essentially what's inspired all of this. So to begin with, let's start with placemats, and I have these really nice raffia ones which add a lot of texture. I find that texture, color and contrast are your three best friends when it comes to any kind of styling or decor, even clothes. More often than not, it's texture, color, contrast. So this brings in my texture, and it also brings in a nice natural element which I find really complements something like flowers and generally more organic tablescapes. To bring in contrast, I have these lovely stoneware black plates. I'm not a huge fan of anything that's particularly reflective or shiny unless it's brass, which you will see later on. So I like my stoneware to be a little bit more contrasting, and I also like when it's almost gives you that handmade look, because again it works with the whole organic feel of this flower and natural texture thing I have going on. So I have this placed here, and then depending on if it's what you're eating, in this case we're having brunch, so a fork and knife made sense, but I like to have it crossed on one side, mostly because I don't like it to feel overly stuffy and super formal, because this is informal, it's brunch. You could also turn this into an evening situation if you wanted to. You'll probably have to change a couple of things or change it according to the food you're eating. In this case, I don't need to have multiple things because it's just one thing, but you can layer a bowl on top of this if you wanted to, if you had a 2-course meal going on. So yeah, and coasters. I have these lovely mother of pearl vintage coasters, which to me, this is the kind of shine that I love, like the shine of brass, the shine of mother of pearl, because it's understated but it's still a little bit glam. And I have mugs that just happen to fit this theme. And Dobby, if you think about it, Dobby also fits this color theme really well. But I find that keeping your mugs on your right hand side, if you're right-handed, is easier, because I tend to reach for things with my right hand more often than not. Even though I know technically it is supposed to go on the left. So a little bit of space, just making sure that I get my spacing right, because this is essentially the basic of the meal, right? Anything beyond this is just dressing it up or dressing it down. So in terms of dressing, also if I was just gonna switch this out for a goblet, this is one of those vintage glass goblets, which I find anything you put into this, it just automatically ups the bouge level, so it makes you feel incredibly fancy and bougie, even if it's just Diet Coke. But since, like I said 100 times before, brunch, so coffee, and then now we're gonna prettify things. So usually I would, if I wanted things to look really minimal, this would pretty much be it. So this has everything I need, and it has a little bit of extra to kind of make the whole thing feel pretty. But I find that when it comes to tablescapes and general home decor, I love the whole more is more concept. I love the maximalism, and I love all of those feelings. So in this particular case, I'm just gonna layer again. You can stop here you can stop at pretty much any point, because now I'm gonna add a little bit of height with this guy, probably over here, and then a smaller one maybe somewhere here. I'm also making sure that at no point am I going to drop these, because if I do accidentally hit this, I don't want my smoke alarm going off, and I definitely don't want my fancy meal to turn into a disaster. So we're gonna do this again. You can stop now if you'd like, or if you were me, which in this case you are, because you could go a little bit ahead. So I have these two guys and this little guy here, just to add a little bit more fun. And then I have this over here, and then maybe this here. Okay, this I'm gonna check out in the viewfinder and make sure that it actually works, because there's no point having too many things. And then sometimes I just like to place extra little bits here and there, just so that, you know, varying levels, varying situations. But this kind of gives you an idea of how you can make it as simple as possible, with just a little bit of flowers in the middle and then just a little bit of texture, and changing out your bowls for different colored ones, just so that nothing looks overly symmetrical. Or you could go full hog like me, or you could go, if you had a dining table, if this was a dining table size, I would have the entire middle pretty much decked up. So it's entirely up to you how little or how much you would like this. But essentially this is my tablescape, and I hope you like it, because Dobby seems to have gone off to sleep and I've bored her to tears.